Hello and welcome back to more Let's Play Shadowgate. In the last episode, we kind of just solved some things. We got a whole bunch of magic spells, one of which is called Tarok or something like that, and we're about to use it. The spell was chanted, Tarok. A large crack appears around the equator of the globe. Now we can go ahead and open it. And inside, we find key number 6 and bottle number 5. We're going to go ahead and take both. A lot of these items that I've been picking up, however, I probably won't even end up using. And we're going to go ahead and leave. Next, we got to go into the room over here. It smells like a kennel in here, and there are no windows through which to circulate fresh air. What we need to get in here is, first of all, the horseshoe. Horseshoe is in hand. And there's a bottle number 2 right here. Yes, we'll need that for later. Last of all, there's a little handle on the floor. If you press to look at it, I believe it says there's a handle. Lab animals can be chained to this stone while performing experiments on them. Well, actually, what you need to do is go ahead and open that. If you use it, maybe? The stone raises slowly out of the floor. A shining vial is inside. And we're going to go ahead and take that vial. The water is in hand. Stone descends back into place. This is actually holy water. That's all you need in this room. If you go ahead and open that, you will die. A dog will come out. What we're going to do is come down here. You stand in a small garden. The only sound is of flowing water in the night. And you'll automatically notice that there is a flute up here. Now, if you're not wearing the gauntlets, this water is actually kind of like acidic. And you will die, basically. By using the silver gauntlet, you remove the flute easily. The sound of the water splashing is music to your ears. And what we're going to do is automatically use that flute. The sound of the flute is very pretty indeed. Now what you heard there, the dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, is actually a theme song used in Deja Vu, which is like the 3rd game that is made by Kekmo. Or Tekio? I can't remember what the group's called. But, it's like the Joe's Bar theme or something. Or no. Well, it's used in the 3rd game called Deja Vu, even though all 3 of them don't have anything in common besides for they were made by the same people and have the same layout. Sound of the flute is very pretty indeed. It seems like you wake from a dream only to find a hole in the tree. Is it real? The flute's music is like magic. And basically we get to take this ring, I believe is what it is. I can too take it. The ring is in hand. And as you'll hear, the music has changed, and that is because my torch has gone a little too far out. So we're going to use a torch, and that is lit. Once again, a story from my past of playing through this. One time, I was playing through Shadowgate. Once again, I was probably about 6. And, when that torch thing came up, I knew that meant that I was about to die. And at the time, like I said, I spammed through text a whole bunch. I didn't quite pay attention. And I didn't know I needed to use torch on, the use command on torch to get the torch to light up again. I just thought, hey, the music's changed, it means I'm gonna die. And my dad apparently came in the room to me, like, cowering of fear in front of this TV. And then he, used torch. And I lived, and I was like, oh my gosh, you're amazing. Which is rather sad, but still. You are awed by the majestic beauty of this immense banquet hall. Well, out of a glitch, actually, you saw that the carpet here got burnt. So, we're gonna use a, torch on the carpet. The rug quickly catches on fire and burns away. A key can be seen underneath. And we're going to go ahead and take that key. Now we have 3 keys that we've not used yet. Key 4, 5, and 6. There's 3 doors here. Each one of them's locked. I wonder what that means. We're going to go ahead and take the mirror, by the way. And what's this? Crest. We're going to go ahead and take that anyway. I don't know if we end up using it, but still. And what we're going to do is use each of the keys to unlock each of these doors. So, key 4, you can't seem to find a keyhole. That doesn't make sense. Click, the key worked. And we're going to go ahead and use key 5. That's key 6, but still. Key 6, I believe, goes to this top right one. Oh, well, no it doesn't. Alright, it goes to the left one. Click, and finally key 5. Nope. Key 5, and we'll use it on here. And now we gotta move on. I'm gonna go first through this door. This is actually my favorite soundtrack in the game. It's really interesting, and it gives me that feel of energetic awesomeness. You have entered a small corridor. 2 arched doorways wait patiently for you. We're gonna go ahead and take the torches. Torches in hand, and move to the first room to the left, where we're out on a platform. From this windy ledge, you get an idea of the size and strength of the castle. What we're going to do here is go ahead and move down this way, where you will see a gold plating or a bag. Lightning lights up the countryside as you stand out on a lookout point. What we're going to do is take the bag. The bag 3 was taken. You will not want to take this. If you take this, you will die. A lightning bolt will strike this, and basically that whole corner will disappear. With bag 3 being taken, we're going to go ahead and head back inside. And go on to the passage to the right. We can't really do much in this room yet. You're in a small throne room. A skeleton wearing a gold crown sits on a throne in front of you. But like I said, you can't do anything in here yet, I don't believe. Let me check. Because if I'm right, the scepter that we got earlier can't be used in here. I think it's for something else. Oh, no, it can be used in here. So by this point, you should have the scepter. As soon as you give the scepter to the skeleton, the seal on the pillar lowers. You can now see a ring-shaped hole. What do we have that is a ring shape? Well, the ring for one. Go ahead and use the ring on that hole. The ring fits perfectly. The throne magically rises, revealing a secret passageway. Now at this moment, I believe I do not want to really go down here yet. Let's check. Yeah, I don't want to head this way yet. What I am going to do is take the torches, though. Can I take these ones without dying? If you go through this door, you're going to die. I believe. Torch in hand. Alright. And let's move back. I don't want to go down there yet. There's other stuff that we can do up here. And we're going to go to the left? Am I right? Yes. Although the evening air is cool, the small circular room radiates a fervent heat. Well, the last time the room was kind of heated up, something bad happened. So, we see the platinum horn sitting here. Let's try and pick it up. And we get a hellhound. The large fireball suddenly appears in the room and causes you to shield your eyes. When you open them, you notice that the fire has changed into something far more menacing. If we look at it, the hellhound makes this hot room even hotter. There must be a way to cool this room off before you roast. Well, anything from hell usually dies pretty easily to holy water. So we're going to grab that water that we got earlier. We can't take anything that we already have. Use the water on the hellhound. The holy water has sent the hellhound back to the place where it was spawned. Good riddance. The flame died out, the room's quiet as though nothing had happened. And we're gonna go ahead and take the platinum horn. The horn is in hand. And move up. Where you stand on the turret and an eerie blue dragon appears in the clear starry sky. We can't actually do this right now, but we need to come back for this crest thing. It's called a crest, right? This rather heavy talisman is made of gold and is extremely sharp along its edges. It shines with an incredible brilliance. This thing's only going to attack you if you try and go for the talisman. It's a wyvern. This beast is a distant cousin of a dragon, but is smaller and fiercer. So, what we're going to do now is just leave. You're in a room with 2 braziers. Oh well. Finally, we're going to head to that room to the top right, where it appears to be a Sphinx that looks at you indifferently. Let's speak to it. It doesn't seem to understand what you say. Well, okay. So let's just move on, right? As you move, the Sphinx spoke. Who are you? No one may pass without my permission. To pass, you must answer a riddle. First burnt and beaten, drowned and pierced with nails, then stepped on by long-faced animals. Dost thou know? Bring me an answer to my riddle, and I shall let thee pass. I have to think of this one. I can't remember ever getting that one, actually. Ah, no. Never mind. It's probably the horseshoe, right? You have answered correctly, my riddle warrior. Thou may now pass. And so we can move along. He's got like 6 different riddles, and basically you have to pick up items and then use them on him, the correct item on him, to pass. Luckily, I think we only need to come here like twice. If you're, you know, confused on everything that you can get. The telescope is beside the window. A star map is on the wall. This must be the observatory. What we're going to do is we're going to take the scroll sitting on the table. The scroll 5 is in hand. And we're going to take the star out of this picture. The star is in hand. Finally, we're going to open this star map. The star map is open. And it's going to reveal a rod that we're going to take. The rod is in hand. There's nothing that we can really do with the telescope, so let's move on up. You are so captivated by the woman's beauty that you momentarily forget her predicament. Yes, in the moonlight she is even more beautiful. Now, just because I understand, the fine lash lies upon the floor chained to the wall. She is extremely beautiful. But just because I understand what happens if you do anything else here, what we're going to do is, although it doesn't seem like the right thing to do, we're going to take this arrow and stab her with it. Your aim is true as you plunge the silver arrow into the beautiful woman. The beautiful lady suddenly transformed into a wolf. Yes, she's actually just a wolf. It's one of the wizard's tricks. The torch is lit. And finally, what we're going to do is take this. We don't need the arrow, so I don't believe we can take that. You can't take it, of course. And so we can move back down. That's everything we need in here, so we're going to go ahead and leave. And now we're going to head to the top left again. Once again, to look at this wyvern. And what we're going to do is, we're going to use the star on it. The star becomes a flash of light as you launch it. And that will basically kill it. Crash! It strikes the wyvern and it explodes into 1,000,000 pieces. And now we can grab the talisman. The talisman is in hand. And we can now head down. With all that being done, now we can go through this doorway here. It's a passageway with 2 arcs. Wonderful. Now then, I'm gonna head to the right. No, we're not actually. We're gonna head down. We're gonna head to the left. And what you're gonna want to do here is we're gonna use the rod on that weird hole up there. Suddenly the sky seems to be on fire as a bolt of pure lightning strikes the rod. You are startled to see a skeletal hand rise from a hole that has formed at your feet. And we're gonna take whatever this skeletal hand, which actually looks like a zombie hand, has. The wand is in hand. As you take the wand from the skeletal hand, it begins to descend. The hole then closes up as if it had never been. Interesting. Now we can head to the right. And on down. And my dog wants in the room, so give me a moment here. Don't quit now, that actually happens if you pause it. Okay. Alrighty then. He actually didn't want to come inside. Oh well. Okay, I have to remember off the top of my head. I believe if you actually go this way, a boulder falls on you, so let's go straight. On the opposite wall are a pair of stone beasts guarding a dark archway. The hint there is dark archway. If you look at them, The stone statue is some 3.5 feet tall and ugly as all heck. It is very cold to touch. I think actually if we move this way, they can't see us. Yeah, there we go. Sulfurous fumes raised from the hot molten lava some 30 feet below you. Swimming would not be wise. What we see here is a demon guarding, well, a demon and a bridge. If you remember the spell earlier, we need to use the Morty something. Matari. The spell is chanted, Matari. The statue lowers and large phantom platform rises out of the lava. You now have a way across. As so. So, let's move. On this side, stalagmites surround this room like the cavernous jaws of a huge beast. What you don't want to do is move down here. You'll die. What we are going to do is I have to figure out this puzzle, because I forgot it. I think it's left, right, right? No. And they return to position. I have to remember this puzzle. And then was it left again or something? Nothing happened. This was always a confusing one. Let's see here. I don't think you have to do anything with the middle one. Yeah, see, nothing happened. Let's look at him. You seem to be wasting your time. It's a finely crafted wooden handle. There are these 3 handles here, side by side. It's a strong-looking metal cylinder. It looks like a large, very deep pit. Why am I forgetting what to do here? Or what the order is. Or was it left, middle, middle again? No? Now, come on. I'm sure it's one of these. I don't want to use that at all. Now that just doesn't seem right. Alright, after years of experience doing this, I'm pretty sure I should know this puzzle. Nothing happened. And I'm already out of another torch. Well, it's been about 20 minutes now. I'm going to go ahead and see you all in the next episode, where hopefully I'll have figured out what the pattern was. I need to hurry up, though, before I run out of another torch.